Jai Hind everyone, my name is Anuradha Dhumale. I am from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. My department is Computer Science and Engineering. Today my subject is Software Engineering and our topic is Software Configuration Management and COCOMO Model. So, what is Software Configuration Management? SCM, Software Configuration Management, is the process of tracking and controlling changes in the software. It manages different versions, updates and changes to keep the software organized and safe. If we have to change some requirements, we have to update some features of our software, we have to enhance our software, then software configuration management is used to update the things, is used to change the things. Okay, simple example, imagine you are writing a book with the friends. Everyone edits different chapters. Okay, everyone write, suppose in a book there is a five chapter. Every friend is written individual chapter, like chapter 1 is written by A, chapter 2 is written by B. The SCM is like a manager who keeps the track of who change what, when and why. What software SCM is keeps the track of. SCM is like a manager who keeps the track who change what, when and why to avoid the confusion. Now, what is the objectives of the SCM? Why we need it? SCM is used, or SCM is we need of SCM for track every change made to the software. What we change, it keeps the track of everything. Second is it saves the old versions, so you can go back if needed. Third is avoid confusions. When many people work together, SCM is used to track the changes, to keep the track of changes. So, confusions will be avoided here. Protect the software from accidental mistake. It protects our software. It makes it easy to manage big software project. What is the main task in SCM project? First is configuration, identification, finding and naming all important items in the project. Configuration identification is used for finding and naming all the important item in the project, like code files, documents and design. Why we are using this? To know what is the part of the software and what needs to be managed. Third is the example list of important item, that is login.java, payment.html and design underscore diagram.pdf. These are the examples which we are identifying the things and naming that things. That is the configuration identification. Third is baseline change control. Setting a baseline and approved version and controlling any changes after that. Why we are using baseline change control here? To make sure changes are properly reviewed and approved. For this thing, properly review and approve, we are using the baseline change control, not random. Example, we can say version 1.0 is released. Any new features or bug fix must be requested, reviewed and approved before adding to version 1.1. Configuration status accounting. Third is keeping record and reports about the current status of all items and changes. Configuration status accounting. Status accounting. It keeps the status of changing things. Which versions is active, what changes were made and what is still pending. Why we are using this? For the knowing which version is active, what changes were made and what changes will still pending. Example, a report showing file payment.html updated by Alex on April 20. Bug 112 is still pending. We are not changing here, or we are not doing some change in this line. We are not fixing this bug yet. For that reason, configuration status accounting is used. Configuration audit and reviews. Checking and verifying that all changes are correct and properly documented. Configuration audit and review. There is a team members for this configuration audit and review. They are checking and verifying that the every changes, every errors, every bug are fixing properly and documented. Okay, properly documented. Why we need this? To ensure the software is reliable, consistent and meets the requirements. What we can take example for this? Before releasing version 2.0, a team audits are all new features are tested or not. Okay, are old features still working? Is all documentation update? This is done by audit and review team members. In short, we can say that SCM helps you manage software safely and smartly. Tracking every file, controlling changes, keeping records and checking everything before releasing it. What is the software version control? Similarly, we in software configuration management, we see here that we use the SCM for tracking and controlling the changes of the software. Now, what is the software version control? Software version control is the process of managing different versions of your software file like code, document, design. It helps you to save every change you make. Go back to an older version if something goes wrong. You can jump to your older versions. Okay, and allow many people to work together without confusion. We can take example like if you are writing an assignment and save versions like assignment V1, assignment V2 and assignment final. You are manually doing version control. In real software projects, tool like Git, GitHub and Bitbucket and SVM do the version control professionally. In this example, assignment version 1, assignment version 2 and assignment final, we are doing this version control by manually. But in software project, there are some tools are used for the version control like Git, GitHub, Bitbucket, SVM, etc. Okay, what is the main activities in software version control? Identification of new versions, which recognize when a new version of the software is created after changes like adding a new feature, fixing a bug and updated a design. Why? To clearly separate different stages of the software. Example, after taking a forgot password, you create a new version called version 1.1. Second is numbering scheme. Numbering scheme is used for giving the version number to the software in a structured way. For the structuring the way to show the updated clearly what we are changes here, we number that system. Why? To easily understand the size of changes, small update versus big update. Common numbering style is used here. Major, minor, patch. Version 1.0 initially released, version 1.0 added a new feature, version 1.1.1 fix a small bug. Visibility. Third is visibility. Making sure that everyone is in a team member knows what the current version and what changes have been made. Okay. Why we are using the visibility? To avoid the confusion and keep everyone updated. Next, fourth is tracking, monitoring and recording. All the changes made to the files, who made the changes, what was changed and when. To track, tracking, monitoring and recording is used for tracking the changes made to the files, tracking the who made the changes and what was the change and when. Okay. After that, software configuration management and software version control, we are seeing here the next topic, that is the what are the case tool. Different type of case tools are used for reliable software, for the flexibility of the software, for speed up our software, right? CASE stands for Computer Aided Software Engineering. CASE tools are software program that helps developers to design, develop, test and maintain software faster and better. CASE tools are like smart assistants for software engineers. CASE tools are behaving like the smart assistants for the software engineering. With the help of CASE tool, our work is speed up. We get the reliable software, we get the flexible software, our work is done faster. They automate boring and hard tasks like writing code, creating diagrams, testing, documentation, etc. With the help of these tools, we automate the various types of work like writing code, diagrams, making diagrams, testing the software, and documentation is also, we can say the latex. Latex is the CASE tool which is used for the documentation. With the help of latex, we can speed up our work. This is the example of CASE tool. Now, what is the benefit of CASE tool? It saves the time. How? Like when we are doing some work, our work get done faster because of boring tasks are automated, like writing code, making diagram, testings, documenting. These works are get faster with the help of CASE tool. So it saves our time. Second is the improved quality. Fewer mistakes because tool checks for the error. We get the quality of the software with the help of CASE tool because it removes the errors, or it checks check for the error. Better documentation. We can do better documentation. CASE tool generate clean, organized documents automatically. Third is team collaboration. Team collaboration is the benefit which we get from the CASE tool, that is easy to share work among team members with the help of CASE tool. Third is it is cost effective. It saves money in the long run because less manual work is needed. The next is the architecture of the CASE environment. A CASE environment is how all CASE tools are organized and work together. Architecture is nothing but the how all CASE tools are organized and work together. It mainly has three parts. First is the user interface, second is the object management system, and third is the repository. So start with the user interface, the screen you interact with, button, menus and windows. These are nothing but the user interface. Why we are using user interface here? To allow developer and tester to easily use the CASE tool without needing to know the inside details. Okay. The customer or the client which are using the software, he don't know about the buttons, like we are using search button, like various types of buttons, menu cards and windows we are using in the user interface. Object management system. Object management system, the brain behind the CASE tool that manages all software objects like files, diagram and modules. The main term used here is the brain. The brain behind the CASE tools that manage all the software objects. Third, why we are using here OMS? It helps to store, organize and retrieve your work properly. We can say, we can take example like suppose you make a flowchart in CASE tool, OMS save it, organize it and lets you open or edit it later. Third is the repository. The third part of the CASE environment is the repository. In central database where all your project data, diagrams, codes, documents are stored safely. Why we are using here a repository? So you don't lose your work. Your data is stored there and multiple people can share and access the same project easily. Like a Google Drive for your software project, everything is stored and organized in one place. Google Drive is the example of the repository for the case environment. Here we can save our whole data. This is user interface, tool set, object system management and repository. These three terms are used in case environments. First is the user interface, object management system, and third is the repository. Types of case tool, there are various types of case tool are used. First is the diagramming tool. In diagramming tool, helps you draw diagrams to show how the system will work. In diagramming tool, with the help of this tool, you can draw the diagram. Simple example, drawing flowchart for a login process using tool like star UML. With the help of star UML, we are drawing the various types of diagram like use case diagram, case diagram, use case diagram, ER diagram, like wise. So here star UML is used for diagramming, making the diagram. Second is computer display and report generator tool, helps you to create screen and generate reports automatically. What it does create screens and generate reports automatically. We can take an example like designing a login form screen and creating a user report without coding everything manually. Analysis tool, third is the analysis tool, which helps to analyze the project to find mistakes, gaps and missing parts earlier with the help of analyzing. Analysis tool is used for finding mistakes, gaps and missing parts early. Simple example we can take here, checking if you forget an important feature while designing an app. Fourth is the central repository, a big data storage area where all project files, diagram, documents are saved safely. Fifth is the tools for requirement management, helps you collect, manage and track all requirements of the software. User should be able to reset password, admin should view user list. Sixth is the tools for analysis and design. This is the tool for analysis and the design of the software. It helps you to analyze the problem and design the solution. First, it helps to analyze the problem, which problem we are facing and what is the solution for that problem. Example, we can take here drawing how user move from login to checkout in a shopping app. Seventh is the tools for database management, helps you to design, create and manage database easily. We can take the example here, that is the SQL, creating table for user, order and products without writing SQL manually. Tools for documentation, here helps you automatically create documents that describe your software. Simple example, generating a full project report after creating diagram and code. After that, the next is the COCOMO model. COCOMO model stands for constructive cost model. It is the software cost estimation model made by Barry Boehm. It is the constructive cost model which is used to estimate how much effort, how much time and how much cost you have to be there. How much efforts, how much time and how much cost will be required. It is needed to complete the software project. It is based mainly on the size of the project. It measured in KLOC, kilo line of code, 100 lines of code. KLOC is equals to kilo lines of code, that is the 1000 line of code. COCOMO categories, there are 3 categories. First is the organic mode, second is the semi-detached mode and third is the embedded mode. In organic mode, small and simple projects will be here. Secondly, few peoples are used in the organic mode. There is a less number of peoples will be included in this type of mode. Little risk will be there team should be experienced here in the organic mode, because the number of people we are using here are the less. The second is the semi-detached mode, that is the medium projects will be handled here. The medium size of projects will be used here. Some team members are experienced and some members are not. As compared to the organic mode, we are using the more number of people here, but some peoples are experienced and some are not. Some risk is involved here. Building and managing system for a school. Third is the embedded mode. Embedded mode is used for the complex project. Very complex and critical project must work with the hardware and software together. Strict rule and high risk is here. Building software for defense systems for aircraft control. Thank you.